Las Vegas, a city of dazzling spectacle and impossible luck, rising from the Mojave Desert as a monument to human ambition. Millions flock here each year, drawn by the fantasy of living, if only for a weekend, in a world without limits. The Strip is a river of light where every hotel is a kingdom and every moment holds the promise of transformation. Travel guides sell indulgence, celebrity chefs, opulent pools and shopping sprees, while the city's slogan, "What happens in Vegas, stays in Vegas," invites visitors to escape reality. Every detail, from the Bellagio's fountains to the Venetian's canals, is crafted to maintain the illusion of a carefree paradise. The energy is electric, fueling Nevada's economy and turning desert into global icon. People save for years to visit, chasing stories they'll tell for a lifetime. But every story has another side. The brilliance of the lights can blind you to what lies just beyond their reach. Most visitors never see the world that exists in the deep shadows cast by the towering resorts. This hidden side of Las Vegas is not in the travel brochures, and the city works hard to keep it that way. Just steps from the shimmering casinos, a different Las Vegas emerges. Here, the neon fades, and the city's struggle becomes visible. Thousands living without homes, in tents, cars, or the flood tunnels beneath the streets. While tourists gamble for fun, many residents gamble for survival. The signs are everywhere: shopping carts piled with belongings, makeshift shelters, people sleeping on benches. Las Vegas, home to some of the world's most expensive suites, also has one of the nation's largest homeless populations. The city's identity is tied to wealth and excess, making the presence of poverty feel like a contradiction it can't resolve. For those on the streets, the city of dreams is a daily nightmare, surrounded by wealth, yet locked out of it. Limousines line one street, soup kitchen lines fill the next. It's a tale of two cities side by side, but worlds apart. The city's glittering facade hides a growing wound, one that's harder to ignore as more people fall through the cracks. The statistics are stark. Nevada has one of the highest homelessness rates in the country, with most people concentrated in Las Vegas. On any given night, over 6,000 people are homeless in southern Nevada, and experts say the real number is even higher. The crisis is fueled by a severe lack of affordable housing. Rents have soared, while wages in hospitality and service lag behind. A single unexpected expense can push families onto the street. The economic fallout from recent years hit hardest for those already struggling, leading to a surge in first-time homelessness, families, seniors, and young people with nowhere to turn. Nevada's social safety nets are thin, resources for mental health, addiction, and emergency aid are stretched to the limit. Without support, a personal crisis quickly spirals into homelessness. The numbers tell a clear story. A perfect storm of rising costs, stagnant wages, and insufficient resources has left thousands desperate in America's playground. Behind the city's bright lights, the reality is impossible to ignore. The crisis is growing, and it affects us all. For Las Vegas's homeless, survival is a relentless, unpaid job. Each day starts before sunrise. Public spaces ban sleeping, so people must move constantly to avoid trouble. Finding a restroom or a place to wash up is a daily challenge. Most facilities are off limits. The search for food is constant. Charities and soup kitchens help, but getting there can be a struggle, especially for those protecting their few belongings. Hunger is a daily companion, making it hard to focus on anything else. The desert climate is unforgiving. Summer heat can be deadly, and winter nights bring the risk of hypothermia. People seek shade wherever they can, but dehydration and heat stroke are constant threats. Beyond physical hardship, there's the emotional toll, isolation, stigma, and fear. Many feel invisible, judged, or unsafe, always on high alert. This exhaustion wears down hope, making it hard to plan for anything beyond the next 24 hours. The city's promise of escape is a cruel irony for those trapped in survival mode. For them, Las Vegas is not a playground, it's a daily test of endurance. Beneath Las Vegas, a hidden world exists, a network of flood tunnels stretching for miles. Designed to protect the city from flash floods, these tunnels have become a last refuge for hundreds. Down here, people carve out makeshift homes from discarded furniture and pallets, forming communities in the darkness. The tunnels offer shelter and a measure of privacy, but life underground is perilous. There's no sanitation, little light, and the air is thick with mold and dust. The greatest danger is sudden rain. flash floods can sweep through in minutes, turning the tunnels deadly. Residents learn to read the weather, but the risk is always present. Those who live here come from all walks of life: veterans, people with mental health struggles, those who lost jobs or support. Their stories are varied, but all have been pushed to society's edge. Living in the tunnels isn't a choice, it's a testament to resilience and the desperate need for a place to exist. In the city of lights, some survive in the shadows below. For most tourists, Las Vegas's homeless population is invisible by design. The Strip and Fremont Street are meticulously maintained, with security and police keeping anything unsightly out of view. Panhandling and sleeping in public are discouraged, pushing the homeless into the city's shadows. Visitors, dazzled by lights and spectacle, rarely notice those struggling just steps away. Even when they do, the problem feels too big, too complex, easier to look away and return to the comfort of vacation. The city's purpose as an escape makes it hard for visitors to confront harsh realities. Billions are spent on entertainment, but little of that wealth reaches the city's most vulnerable. The result, a city divided where fantasy and hardship exist side by side, but rarely meet. The invisible population is hidden in plain sight, trapped by a system that values image over reality. To truly understand the crisis, you have to hear the stories. A woman in her 60s, once a hotel housekeeper, lost her home after a medical emergency. Now she lives in her car, invisible to the city she helped build. A young man came to Vegas with dreams of becoming a chef. But low wages and high rents left him sleeping on park benches, hiding his struggle as he searched for work. Families live in cramped motel rooms, working multiple jobs but unable to save enough for a real home. These are not stories of addiction or crime. They're stories of dreams derailed by economic reality. Yet even in hardship, there's resilience. People sharing water on a hot day, celebrating a birthday in a tunnel with a found cupcake. Moments of kindness and hope persist, even in the darkest places. These stories force us to look past statistics and see the real people at the heart of the crisis. They remind us that homelessness is not just a number. It's a human story, and it's happening in the city of dreams. Homelessness in Las Vegas is more than an economic problem, it's a crisis of conscience. How can a city of such wealth fail to provide shelter for thousands? Ignoring the problem erodes the city's social fabric and sends a message that some lives matter less. The consequences ripple out: public health risks, increased crime, and deepening divisions. Las Vegas is an extreme example of a national crisis: rising costs, stagnant wages, and inadequate support. If a city with so many resources can have such a severe crisis, it's a warning for us all. Ultimately, it's about what kind of society we want to be. Do we walk past our neighbors in need, or do we build communities where everyone has a chance at dignity? The bright lights should force us to ask hard questions of our leaders and ourselves. Despite the scale of the challenge, there is hope. Across Las Vegas, organizations and individuals work tirelessly, running shelters, food banks, and outreach programs. The housing-first approach, moving people into stable housing without preconditions, has proven effective and humane. Once housed, people can address other challenges and rebuild their lives. As visitors or residents, we can help see the unseen, offer kindness, support local organizations, and educate ourselves. Even small acts, a smile, a bottle of water, a donation, can ripple outward. Real change requires collective effort, investment in affordable housing, living wages, and compassion over indifference. Las Vegas was built on bold dreams and impossible feats. Surely, a city that built pyramids and canals in the desert can find a way to house its own people. The future of Las Vegas depends on it, and so does our shared humanity.